Greetings, it's Big Brother again. This is the third and last installment of my auction haul from January 30th. And I bought 3 paintings. If you saw my preview, I told you that I was going to get one, that I came in there for that particular one, and here it is. Okay, about paintings. Or pictures. I'm just going to say, this isn't really a painting, it's a watercolor. I just call them paintings as a general thing, and I probably shouldn't. But pictures. About pictures. These are gallery framed art, which means they hung in a gallery. I can tell by how well the framing is done. I mean, it wasn't done at Michael's. Yeah, you can see that one's a little off. That's an easy fix. I have, according to, here's my auction sheet. As you can see, Van Brunt art frame, the second, third, and fourth listing there, 45, 60, and 70. That's what I have into these 3. This is the one that I paid 70 for. I wanted it. I'm pretty sure this one's going to sell fairly quickly, and by fairly quickly, I mean within 3 months. One thing about buying art, I'm still new to it. This is my 2nd year venturing into it. I've bought other forms of art, and you got to be willing to sit on them. Do you have the space and the place to store them properly? Is something you want to think about. This is a 16 by 20, so it's not very big. Weighs a couple pounds. I've got plenty of room to store my things. And as soon as I'm done listing these, I'll go ahead and pre-pack them. By pre-packing them, I mean getting them ready to put in a box so they're all nice and taken care of. Yeah, so I have roughly, with the 3, about 60, just a little less than 60 bucks each into them. Like I said, I paid 70 for this one. It's going to be $250 or best offer. That one's going to be $250 or best offer. And that one's probably going to be $3 1/4 or best offer. That's what I've determined they are now. I may change my mind a little bit. There is one on eBay currently up for sale for, I don't know, I think they're asking $195. No best offer. Shipping on these. I have shipped 20 by 20 before, which is that one. Oh, that's 16 by 16. Anyway, it's going to be about the same. It's going to be a flat $50 shipping for that. It's going to be a flat $50 shipping for that. That one's probably going to be about $65. Buyer does pay shipping, and I do pack the bejesus out of these. I could go into how I pack them. There's 103 resources out there on YouTube you could watch. Scavenger Life, if you know who they are, they do a good one. Oh no, there's others out there. One thing you want to make sure you do when you pack them is make sure you pack these corners, cushion them up with construction paper, which I often use as filler. You can buy them at Lowe's for like 15 bucks a roll, and it'll last a long time. But I'll make a big ball, tape it down on the end, and that's to protect it for, if it does fall on the corner, it'll keep the integrity of the square intact. Yeah, I use a lot of recycled materials, bubble wrap. If you use bubble wrap on these things, I suggest you wrap them a couple of times. Use the big bubbles if you take them out of the frame. Like I said, I'm not taking these out. These are high quality frames, but if you do wind up taking them out, do not put bubble wrap directly on the picture. The bubbles will leave marks on the picture. There's things that you could use to cover it up if you do take it out of the frame, like I would use a very thin paper or maybe wax paper over the top of it, and then do your normal packing. Just remember that whatever carrier you use to ship these things, that you know, those people are normal people. They have bad days, and sometimes they take it out on the packages. So yeah, it's unfortunate that happens, but it does happen. I shipped about I shipped exactly 6 framed pictures last year. They didn't sell right away. Yeah, you know, you got to be, if you're a fast nickel person, then maybe you shouldn't do this. But I'm a fast nickel and a slow dime person. So, yeah, there's that. How do I know it's gallery material? Well, this is a good indicator. It says AMS, that's a well-known framing company. Galleries use them a lot. I did research. I actually talked to a gallery person. You know, it's just a phone call away. Just find out stuff. This is watercolor. There's the name of this one. Nasturtiums. They're all like this on the back. Information about the artist. More information about the artist here. Member of the Nevada Watercolor Society. Member of Society of Indiana, which is where I am. Yeah, so good quality frame. Big thick wire. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to do this when I get off here. I'm going to clean this stuff up. I'm going to take a little rubbing alcohol, let it soak on there for a little bit, get these stickers off, because that is a gallery sticker. Yeah, so there's that. If you're not afraid to venture into high-end art, then that's fine. I wouldn't necessarily call this high-end art, but this is definitely middle. You know, I'm going to be asking a couple $100 for these things. This artist is deceased now, died in 2011. Just because the artist is dead doesn't make it more valuable. Some of the stuff, 2 of the things that I sold, the guy that did this stuff, Malcolm Moran, I sold 2 of his pieces last year for, let's see, they were 2 of the small ones. I got $60 each for them, and they weren't any bigger than 2 inches tall, and they went first class. Now, I actually shipped them priority because people paid up for them, but they could have gone first class. Yeah, so there's that. That's auction number 3. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about that a lot of people miss is this. Alabaster carved fruit. Now, I've not seen one in a bowl before. I see there's a couple listed, but they're miniature. This one is 5 3/4 inches high. There are 2 kinds. There are the minis, and then there are the normal ones. The normal ones are actually fruit-sized, and then the minis are smaller versions of those. A lot of people overlook these. I picked this up for $5. Proof is in the pudding. Stone fruit, $5. I bought these before. I bought these twice before, and I've sold them. They're very pretty. When you pick them up, always make sure that you have the wooden stem in it. It is wood. These are more than likely Italian. It's alabaster. People put in marble. They're not. They're alabaster. They're easy-ish to carve. Pretty. I'm really not sure what pomegranate. I don't know. There you go. This is a peach. One thing about a peach, this is a miniature. One thing about a peach is every once in a while you'll see one that's open and it'll have a pit. Those are worth more. The grapes. The grapes always, the bunch of grapes. This is a grape. Yeah, I don't know, might be a cherry tomato. Squash. The ones you don't see too often. There you go. It's got the stem. Banana. This is a mini, because nobody in their right mind buys a banana that small. That's about 4 inches. Maybe 3.5. Not sure what this is. Usually if it's in a comma shape, it's a mango. Could be some funky pear, but I'm pretty sure it's a mango. Here's another mango. See, it still has its stem. And then a miniature apple. Still has its stem. Sometimes you'll even see the stems on the bottom. And then the alabaster bowl. I have not seen an alabaster bowl ever at auction. Now it does have, gosh darn it, focus. There. Well, trust me, there's a chip there. There's another chip in the back. That's something that will be put in my listing. I always divulge any errors, defects, mars, chips, scrapes, any of that stuff has to go in your listing. Just to be truthful. You want to treat people like you want to be treated. If you got something that was damaged, you think that wasn't damaged, you'd be pretty miffed about it, right? So why would you want to do that to somebody else? You know, they should know what they're buying. Yeah, there's the chip. We all know what the chip is. That's the part that goes in the back. So, just so you know, here's sold comps on stone fruit. Bids. See, there's a lot of 8 alabaster, 11 that went for 60. People do bids. I don't do bids. Here's a peach that sold for $12. Here's one. I mean, these are so overlooked. It's ridiculous. If you find them at an estate sale or an auction, then go ahead and dive in, as long as you can get it for a reasonable rate. You know, it's just pretty ridiculous what they go for. Here's that artist that's being sold. They're asking $195. They're charging $55 shipping, which is reasonable. Same stuff, same exact stuff that's on the back of mine. So probably all came from the same gallery. Okay, well, that's it pretty much. What am I going to ask for it? With the bowl, it's going to be shipping at a 6-pound rate, so I'm going to charge, I don't know if I can get that in a flat rate or not. I'm thinking not. And yes, I know about pirate chip. I'm going to probably sell it for $24.95. Maybe more. I don't know. It's got the bowl. I might go for 40 since the bowl's there, even with the chips. It's a pretty bowl. We'll see what we can do. 45 or best offer. How's that? They all have the stems. They're all very pretty. There's no chips or scuffs on any of them. I've gone through and looked at them all. That's it for my third and final haul. Here's the total outcome for all those rocks and fossils and everything that I did. I bought 13 things for a total of $277. 10% buyer premium, so they add 27. I don't have a tax ID currently, so I get charged 7% sales tax, and then on top of that, I paid with my card, so I get another surcharge of $10. So total spent $336.49, and I was out the door. Like I said, you know, I sell one or two of these things, or any of those. I've already sold some of the fossils since my last haul. I'm up $40 already on those, so yeah, so there's that. I want to thank you for watching. I want to give three quick shout outs. The reason I'm doing these at all, is because when I first started joining the seller community online, there was somebody I used to converse with, and her moniker was Sassy Seller. She was so afraid to go to auction. She didn't want to put her hand up or blow her nose or something out of line and accidentally buy something that she didn't want. And I told her it wasn't like that. There's a lot of people out there like that I've found over the years. It's not rocket science. Next auction I go to, I'll go through that stuff with you. Don't be afraid. The call signs, how people make their bids, the little nods they do, the little symbols they do, the little actions they do. Like if you see somebody going like this across their head, that means half price. Or if they do it across their neck, that means I'm out. Or, you know, most of the time it's just head nodding going on, and the auctioneer knows who's on the bid, so he's always looking. You know, I'm going to go through that stuff so you can maybe be more comfortable about going to a live auction. It's a good time to see all the action that's going on, and it's going on like this, quick, and it's fun. There's three kinds of people that go to the auction house: the sellers, collectors is number 2, and number 3 is the looky-loos, who are the people that just go there to have a good time, to watch other people bid on things. Looky-loos usually get the best seats, and that bugs me, but you know, it's just a thing. It's fun. I like doing it. I look forward to doing it. It gives me an idea of what other stuff would be worth investing in. I want to give a shout out to these people right here: Dusty and Tristan, Alabama Pickers. You guys are awesome. I owe a lot of my eBay success to these people right here. Dusty spits out some useful information. Now, whether you take it or not, that's your own business. But I've used it and I've ran with it. And I've been doing it for 6 years. And he was one of the first people I reached out to and listened. They're real people. They're not fake. They're, oh, look what I got for 35, and, you know, all pretty face and stuff. These, well, Tristan, she's pretty. Dusty, yeah. They're just normal people doing normal things in a reseller market on eBay. And they also do lifestyle stuff. His videos are a bit lengthy, an hour or two. sometimes 3. That's okay. I'll have them on in the background while I'm listening. I love you guys. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Don't stop. Yeah. If I can figure out how to do the linking thing, I'll give you a link to his channel below. But there you go. I also watched Terminal 99. He's one of the very first I ever watched. That guy is chock full of information. I highly suggest you watch his vids. Those are ones that I watch. And there's others, but like Craigslist Hunter, but he's more entertainment than me. He does things different. I don't know. There's others out there, but these are the people that I listen to. If he says, hey, this is going on with eBay, I can pretty much guarantee he did it. He knows what he's talking about because he's very analytical about things. He sits down and figures them out. And Kristen, she's a blast to watch. Hopefully she decides to do some of her own videos soon. We'll see. I'm not going to push her. Yeah. Anyway, this is Big Brother. Thanks for watching. Just remember, you might not be watching me, but Big Brother is always watching you. Bye.